Welcome to Moms That Cuss, where motherhood is real, life is chaotic, and we say the words other moms pretend they don't. We're your hosts, Tiff and Tee, bringing real life, raw, and non-judgmental conversations about chaos, kids, and clapbacks. Let's get into this shit. Hey guys.
Hey, we're
So I guess
back.
we are back, yes, after a much needed little break. So I know we posted about the moving chronicles and the storms and all the things. So yeah, today you guys get to join in on my shit show of a move.
Today is the Tiff show.
The Tiff show. We're just gonna bask in all the craziness of my move.
Yes. So, welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
coming back.
Thank you. I hope you guys enjoy it because it's been fun. It's been real.
Yes. Okay. So, go ahead and dive in and tell us about your crazy, chaotic move that you had getting back
Yeah,
to us.
getting back. And let's just say we're so happy to be back. Oh my God. Even with all the fucking crazy, we are just so happy to be back. But yeah, it started with the truck. So, we reserved the truck a week, 2 weeks in advance, and we're like, all right, we're gonna get the biggest truck there is. And so we pull up, me and Marvin, we go to pick up the truck, and we reserved TV boxes. I don't know why we reserved TV boxes, but Marvin wanted to protect our stuff. So he got a dolly, he got all the things, all the fucking things, and spent a fortune in there. And so we're like, all right, cool. We're going to go home. We're going to load up this truck and we're going to be on our way. But no, that's not how that went. So
In a perfect world, that's how it
in,
would have
in,
gone.
in somebody else's world,
Somebody else's, that's right.
somebody else's world, in our world, we should have fucking known better. We should have known better. We never bought TV boxes ever before. I mean, we've packed, the truck. This is our second move in a year, and we didn't buy TV boxes the last move, and our TVs were just fine, but we decided we were going to buy TV boxes this time, and we were going to do things right, and this was going to be a great move, and we hired somebody. And so we pull up, and I'm looking at the truck, and so we pull up, and I'm like, why does this truck look so fucking small? And I'm like, this is the biggest truck they have. Is that going to fit all of our stuff? Oh my God. And I'm like, no, Tiff, you're just tripping. You're tripping because you're so used to, the semi trucks. Like this is good. We're good, right? So we
Hmm.
get home and we get about halfway through the truck, and we're like, yeah, this isn't even going to be getting to pack our shit. So that resulted in us going back to pick up a trailer, the biggest trailer that they have, and we're attaching it to my SUV. Now, if you've ever driven around our town and seen me driving, usually it's at very fast speeds with very loud music, and I'm usually dancing in the driver's seat and doing random turns in the middle of the road. It's not definitely not the safest driving or the slowest. And so yeah, now I've got this trailer hooked to me. I've never hauled anything ever in my life. I've got all the kids that are going to be riding with me. I've got the cats that are going to be riding with me, and I am losing my mind. And I'm like, I can't do this. Like, no, let's just leave all our shit here. And Mark was like, you're going to do this. I'm driving the truck. He was hauling Jordan's car behind him. He was like, I've got the truck and a car behind me. You can do a trailer. You've got this. And I'm like, okay, okay. My man said I can do this. I got this, you know?
Right.
Girl, we left the lot and I was doing about 5 miles an hour, scared shitless. And he's like, can we step on it a little bit? Just a little bit. And I'm like, this is the speed I'm comfortable at.
Don't ask for more.
You're not getting anything else out of me, okay? Like, I just want to make it home with the truck with the trailer at this point, I'll get more comfortable with time, but like at this moment right now, this is what you're getting out of me. So we get back to the house. Okay, we're finishing up packing. None of the TV boxes wound up being any good to us because we didn't know how to use the TV boxes. You would think they were self-explanatory. They were not. And we wound up again purchasing the TV boxes and didn't wind up, they were not beneficial to us at all.
And
So
they're
they
not cheap. The TV
no,
boxes are not cheap.
girl, they were like $50 a fucking box, and we bought four, I think.
Actually,
Um,
no, none of the boxes are
do
because
you
we
know how
had,
much a box is? Like a small box from Walmart now is like $3.
yeah, I'm not sure if it's just because everything is going up, but when we packed up my nana's house and we bought a box, we spent $26, I think, on a box. It was called a wardrobe box. I mean, it was a big
Hmm.
box, but I was like, $26 for some cardboard I could have stapled together and made out of my
That's
Amazon
crazy.
packages.
Yes, it's crazy. And I didn't even realize. I was just so excited to be packing the house because the way we found out we were moving, it was really like the news was broken to us like Christmas break. We were back in North Carolina for a Christmas party. I took my team out for a Christmas party, and I came here for that, and I found out late that night that we were moving back. And so, I mean, we like literally left from the Christmas party, went home, and then started house searching, and we were moved in 2 weeks. And so, I mean, like, I just started buying boxes. I wasn't even paying attention to the price on them, and then like I don't know, something made me look at the price one day, and I was like, "What the fuck? I paid $3 for a small box? Like,
Yeah.
why am I not dumpster diving, like, or something? You know,
Right.
what?" So boxes are crazy, but we didn't wind up using the boxes. They didn't work, and we bought the bigger sizes, so it wasn't like they didn't fit. They just didn't work. They just didn't work. We like whatever. So, anyways, we wound up leaving stuff because we just could not get everything. I mean, it was packed from the floor to the top. I mean, every nook and cranny had something in it, in the truck, in the trailer. My car was loaded down. I mean, it was just ridiculous. We loaded Jordan's car. I mean, on the back of the hauler, her car had like all of the PCs in there and like some artwork that we hang on our. I mean, like her car was loaded down. Like we were shoving stuff everywhere we could, and I was still offering furniture for free for the guy that came to like help us move. I was like, just take it, just take it. um, so, all right. Well, we're getting ready to leave, and we're like, all right, we're gonna put the car on the hauler, right? And we haven't driven that car since we moved because it's Jordan's car. We parked it in the garage. We haven't started it, and the car wouldn't start, so we couldn't get it on the hauler. So now we're calling AAA, and we're like, all right, they'll be out here. Usually it's about 30, 45 minutes when we call them. They come right out.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know what the hell happened that night. Okay, but South Carolina was trying to keep us. They were not letting us go. Like they were not letting us go. So the car wouldn't start. We call AAA. I'm like, okay, it says they're going to be here in 45 minutes. We're getting close to 45 minutes. I'm calling to like get an update. It's still saying 45 minutes, and I'm like, okay, no, no, no. Like that's not okay. Like we're sitting in the cars at this point. Like we have no furniture in the house. Like we haven't eaten. It's getting later and later. The cats are in the car. I'm in the car with all the kids. Like I'm losing my mind at this point. Okay. AAA like got us lost somewhere in the dispatch. So
Oh
the
my
lady's
gosh.
like, yeah, the lady's like, I called the company, they'll give you a call. And I'm like, okay, like when? Because we're on the phone and like nobody's beeped in yet. And she's like, honey, give it a minute. Like hang up the phone, give it a minute. They'll call. Okay. That turned into 10 minutes later, still nobody's called. So now I'm calling AAA back again. And they're like, oh, I don't know what happened. You got lost in our dispatch. Da 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 da. So, like 3 hours later, we finally get somebody to come out and to jump Jordan's car so that we can get it on the hauler. Now, that would have been the time it took to get home, right? So,
Wow.
we're like, what the fuck? I leave. I'm like, I'm going to go get food. You meet me up there once you're done with AAA, and then we'll get on the road. All right. So, we're like, okay, cool. We're on the road. We're driving now. We can't go very fast because he's hauling, I'm hauling, and we're getting close to North Carolina. And I'm like, all right, we need to stop for cat litter because somewhere in all of the craziness, the cat litter got put somewhere and we don't know where it was. Even though I had it out to go in the car with us so that we can take the cats into the hotel because we were going to the hotel. And I was like, but somewhere the cat litter got mixed up and we just need to find cat litter so the cats have, a potty overnight.
Right.
Well, nothing is fucking open because it's the middle of the night. We're driving at this point. I mean, we didn't wind up leaving until 9:30, I think. So I'm like, no, CVS, Walgreens, there has to be one. I know there's 24-hour ones on this street. When we used to live there, there was one. Well, apparently they've all changed their fucking hours since we moved and nothing is open anymore. And so it's 1 o'clock in the morning and I'm like, I'm gonna call my mom. My mom has the litter. She's got cats. She has litter. So I call my mom. She, of course, answers. And I'm like, Mom, I need cat litter. Like, she's like, I was
I
like, I
don't
can beat
need
you up.
money.
Yeah,
I don't need a place to sleep.
we're
I need
safe.
cat litter.
I just need cat litter. And I'm like, I could beat you at 1:30. You don't even have to come outside. Just put it at the front door and I'll grab it. And she's like, okay, I'm gonna put it out, and so Marvin's in front of me, a good little bit in front of me. I don't know how he was driving the moving truck plus hauling a car, and somehow he was like eating my ass, and I was just hauling the trailer, but he was a good ways in front of me. And so we're on the phone, me and Marvin, and I'm on the phone with my mom also because I'm talking to, I think, Marvin on my work phone and my mom on my personal phone. And so we can all hear each other. And Marvin's like, fuck. And I'm like, what, what, what? I'm losing my mind. And he's like, the exit's closed to go to your mom's house. So, we're merging from one highway to the other highway that we need to get on to get to my mom's house, who's still 25 minutes up that highway. And he's like, they've got it completely blocked off. There's cops everywhere. And I'm like, okay, well,
What?
loop around the other way, like go outer and just get off at the next exit and come back around. And I was like,
Yeah.
I'll do the same. So, we both wind up going the opposite direction of which way we need to go on the highway to get to my mom's house. And then we realize once we're on that highway that it's not just that exit, it's the whole fucking highway going her way is shut down because they're doing construction on the highway.
Oh my
So,
gosh.
so now what could have been a 25-minute drive to my mom's house from the highway, which she's right off of, and we need to go that way to get to the hotel. We now have to go all the way around through the fucking city and bypass the new house, bypass the hotel, bypass everything to now go to my mom's house to get fucking cat litter. And so we're just like, okay, we're gonna find like a truck stop or something, when there's spills for truckers, we use cat litter sometimes, and so some truck stops usually have cat litter for spills. And so we were like, We've got this." Again, we both have experience with truck stops, and we know we can find some cat litter. No, girl, we didn't find no fucking cat litter. So
Oh my
now,
gosh.
yeah, we're passing my sister's area and where our new house is because Marvin's car is at my sister's house. We brought it down that weekend because he was going to have to be driving the truck, and so we came down that the weekend before we moved, and we dropped Marvin's car at my sister's house. And I was just like, babe, fuck it, we're passing the house, let's go drop the truck and Jordan's car off at the house. Like, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, but whatever, we're literally passing the house. I said, let's go pick up your car from Ashley's house and let's go back to the hotel. Like, one of us can go with the kids and bring the kids to the hotel and get settled, and the cats, and then the other one can go to mom's house and get the litter. It'll just be later. And so that turned into us not getting litter, and we just wound up at the hotel with the cats. It was fine though. They didn't actually wind up, I think they were like so worked up from the trip. So they didn't actually wind up using the bathroom. And by the time we got to the hotel, it was 3:30 in the morning.
Uh-huh.
So, Walmart opened at 6 and I was right there getting cat litter. Um,
But
so
wow.
yeah, like yeah, yeah. And then we get here and we get snowed in our first weekend here, and so that was really fun. We couldn't go anywhere, we couldn't do anything. And in the middle of like us trying to unpack our truck and trailer and return the truck and trailer, because you only have them for 2 days, the snow's starting and we have absolutely no fucking food in the house. So, so my sister's panicking, and my sister's like, "You need to get to a grocery store. You're gonna wind up getting locked in, and you're gonna have nothing." And I'm like, "I know, but we got to return the truck. We got to return the trailer." And so, I mean, it was just a lot thrown at us all at once. And yeah, we wound up getting locked in the weekend, which was good. We got a lot of stuff done, but we weren't preparing for a snowstorm. I mean, it was more like a fucking blizzard. It was crazy. Yeah, that first weekend. And then like I took time off from work because I was like, "Oh, well, I want to move in peacefully and enjoy the move and not be stressed out." And there was no peace at all. I mean, there was literally no fucking peace. And then so I went back to work that week, which in trucking and snow just do not mix well at all. And so work was complete shit all week long, to then just get hit that week with another fucking snowstorm and getting snowed in the house. So the first 2 weeks in our new house, um, my kids went to school for 2 days.
Yeah, see, I would have been stir crazy with all of that, especially with the kids not being able to go to school because I mean, I love my kids. I really do. And actually mine were not even horrible during the snowstorm, but my thing is when they start doing remote learning, like
Mm-hmm.
if it's a snow day, I'm cool.
Yeah.
Like I'm
Mm-hmm.
cool, the house is cool, but as soon as you start throwing in remote days
Yeah. Like
where
I'm
I
not a
have to
teacher.
actually yeah, that
Yeah.
aspect of it, I'm like, listen, they're probably not going to get much done. Or if they get it done, it's not going to be checked because guess
Yeah.
what? While they're remote learning, I'm remote working.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and when I get off, I need brain breaks,
Yeah.
and by then they need a brain break because their mom's been at work all day. And then
Yes.
you want me to, no, it
No.
wasn't happening. But this is off topic of your move, but I will say that the elementary school did very much so. Like they were very appropriate. You had, they gave you three subjects. You had to pick one
Yes.
thing from each subject. Cool. Middle
Mm-hmm.
school, I don't know. Like they literally, each teacher gave them enough work to do for multiple hours. Brooklyn had enough schoolwork for at least a 6 hour, 7 hour day.
That's
And to get
crazy.
her to sit here on a computer for 6 hours, I mean, it was just like this one had vocabulary, but this one had vocabulary, but this one had Delta math, which I hate Delta math. So she had Delta math, she had work like warm up questions, such and such questions, but then she had science, which science had, don't get me wrong, thank you teachers for, doing what you have to do to keep the kids learning, but trying to keep her on task while I worked, it was madness. She doesn't have her school laptop because she doesn't know how to follow the rules. So I told the school, you can keep your shit.
Mm-hmm.
Keep your shit because it's going to be easier for me not to have to babysit her on the laptop that she's sneaking on at 12 o'clock at night. So, like, you keep it and I'll have her log on
Yes.
to my stuff. And I asked
Yes.
the school, is it compatible? Like, can she get on my laptop and do the work? And they said yes. Well, every time she would try to log in, she logged in fine. But when it came to like pulling up Google Docs and stuff like that, for whatever reason, it was blocking it. And one day I spent over 45 minutes trying to unblock it and something, something, something. I mean, it was just a mess. And at this point, I probably need to just have her get her laptop back because when she has to do stuff on my devices, it's
Yep.
harder for her to maneuver through their websites. Had she had told me this, because she told me that I could do it with no problem, I would
Mm-hmm.
have just let her take. If I knew that it was going to be that much trouble, I would have just told them to send her laptop home. But I mean, it's neither here nor there. It's already over and done with. But that was stressful. I mean, even the high school
Yeah.
kids, Zakai had very basic work to do. Read the passage and answer the questions.
Yeah.
He's got 4 classes. Some teachers weren't, the PE wasn't given homework or whatever. Brooklyn had journal entries to do for her health class. I'm like,
Oh my
there's
gosh.
something for everything.
That's
Yes.
crazy.
Yeah. It
I
was,
remember when we were in the same school as you last year and we had some snow or inclement weather. I don't really remember what it was. And I do remember the elementary school. They sent home a paper and you had to pick 3 things to do off the paper, which is
yep.
great. But yeah, no, we didn't have our laptops because so we moved in on Friday. Obviously, we got the snow Saturday, Sunday. Schools were closed Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, half a day Thursday, and then a full day Friday. And Nicholas and Brooklyn started school half a day Thursday, and Friday they went a full day. But Jordan didn't actually start school until Friday, and we went in late because we had to meet the counselor and everything. And
Hmm.
so Nick and Brooke didn't have a laptop that first week because, again, they started at the end of the week. Um, and then Jordan started on Friday, so they didn't actually give her a laptop Friday. So then when we got hit over the weekend with the other storm, and then they were out of school Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday yet again, none of my kids had their laptops to do anything. So, I mean, like literally, technically,
They
we were
got lucky.
supposed to, yeah, well, they did get lucky, but the crappy part is we were supposed to start Monday right after the move. So, again, we moved Friday and we were supposed to start school with all 3 kids on Monday. And so, from Monday to this week, they like for 2 fucking weeks, they just went without school and they were only there for again with 2.5 days. And then Jordan has been virtual for 3 years. And so um, Jordan going to high school after being virtual for 3 years, I mean, going into high school from middle school is a huge upgrade, and
Yeah.
overwhelming in itself. But then going from being virtual into high school, we walked into the high school and her eyes were like a fucking deer in headlights. Like she literally just was like, what the hell did I do? And I mean the school was great. They were and they seemed like they all knew the students and they had great relationships with the students, but she was so fucking lost and she was like, what did I get myself into? And I looked at her while we were in the office and I'm like, high school is ghetto. Like what were you expecting? They're like young fucking adults that have no fucking manners or self-control. Like, what are you expecting? Like they do what they want, they wear what they want, they say what they want. There's no like it's just ghetto,
Yeah.
you know? And Jordan is so pure and so innocent. And even though she likes to come into our adult conversations, mine and yours specifically, she
Her
is still
favorite.
oh yeah, definitely. But she is still so like for how mature she is. Oh my God, just being in that office with her, I was like, oh, she's so immature, like and it just took me back to where I was at that age and where
Yeah.
she is at that age. And what a fucking difference. I mean, what a difference. I love her. I love her, but she was not prepared for what she was walking into. And so that was Friday and she came home, I picked her up and she told me she didn't eat lunch and she made no friends. And so then again, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday they were out of school. Um Thursday, she was set to, no, I'm sorry. She wasn't supposed to go Thursday. Friday, she was set to go back. Okay. And just crazy. She didn't wind up going Friday. So yesterday would have been her day back, right? And no, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm confused. She did go back Thursday. She didn't wind up going Friday last week, but she did go Thursday. Girl, she called me last Thursday begging to come and pick her up from school while she was at lunch, like crying,
Oh, my
literally
poor
crying
girl.
on the phone that she was in the bathroom stall during lunch period. And like, I was like, Jory, you have like literally an hour left. I don't even think at this point I can pick you up. Like, I think there's a time limit on when I can pick you up. And like, it's by the time I get to you, they're not going to let me take you out of school. And
Yeah.
I was like, just push through. And so she didn't wind up going to school Friday. And then I brought her to school yesterday and we sat in the car in the parking lot for an hour and 45 minutes. And every time she tried to get out of the car, she just started crying. And
Oh my gosh.
yes, it was, oh my God, it was so fucking stressful and overwhelming. And as a mom, I was like, man, my heart hurts for you. I want to cry with you, but at the same time, get the fuck out of my car. Like, you need an education. You need to go in there. We're going to get in trouble if you don't go to school. And, like it was just a mix of emotions, and she actually got mad at me yesterday because she said I wasn't being sympathetic to how she was feeling, and that hurt my heart,
Yeah.
which I was, but at the same time, I was like, Jory, you need to do this. You need to go to school. You need to interact with kids your age. Like you talk about all these experiences that you want and missing out on opportunities, and here you are, and this is what you've been asking for and what you've been so excited for, and like talk to people, make friends, you know. So she did go today, and she actually rode the bus home today, um,
Mhm.
where she was set to do the bus yesterday, but they told us the bus was supposed to be there at like 6:20, and Marvin was there early with Jordan, and there was no kids outside, and there was no fucking bus. I don't know what time the bus picked up, but there was no fucking bus. And so we drove her to school this morning because we weren't even going to mess around with the bus again and like wig her out. She was like, I'm gonna try it. And I think just yesterday with the bus incident and not getting on the bus and the bus not
Yeah.
showing up, and I think that was just a lot for her in the morning on top of how she was already feeling. And so we were like, we're just gonna bypass the bus in the morning and we're gonna drive you. So Marvin dropped her off this morning, and she actually came back home on the bus. She texted me and was like, I'm going to ride the bus. And I was like, okay, cool. And she said she had a good day. And she didn't actually call me, or she didn't even really respond to me. I've texted her a couple times. And so it was definitely a big step for her. But there's been so much shit just moving here.
Yeah.
Me and Marvin, like, we literally, I think between both of us, we have said multiple times in the past 2 weeks, like, this has been the worst 2 weeks of our trucking careers. And I mean, he's been in trucking a lot longer than I have been. Me, I'm like about 15. I think he's like 30. And worst 2 weeks of our trucking careers. So that's a statement in itself. It's literally been fucking hell for both of us. So um
Sheesh.
yeah, yeah, just a very fun, eventful, and then throw Asher's first birthday in the mix. It was great, but just a lot all in a 2 week time frame.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like, although, because I'm going to try to be positive about it, although you guys have had a freaking adventure of a lifetime over the last couple of weeks, you have made it,
We
even
have.
though you didn't see a light at the end of the tunnel through it all because of how much chaos there was going on. You guys made it, and you're like standing strong. Like, I feel it. Like, yes, you guys did it.
Yes,
Because I
yes.
don't know if I would have been able to. But
No, girl,
then
I was
again, we
cursing
always say
South
like,
Carolina. I was like, South Carolina as a state has like voodoo dolls or something of us, and they're like poking us with pins and like just like, nope, you
yeah.
left us. You left us. We're gonna give you hell. And
Yeah, but it gave you hell from the time you guys started until literally the time
it
that you
did.
finished and some.
It
So,
did. And no
you know,
disrespect to anyone in South Carolina, this state, one general area specifically, and I'm not going to go into details about that area, but you know who you are as a community. Okay, y'all suck as a community, and it's a large, very large community. Y'all people suck. Okay, and the stuff you did to us there was wrong. So yeah, it was a much needed come home.
yeah. Well, I'm glad y'all are back. Don't look back. Don't look over there no more. That's it.
No,
But actually,
no.
I'm gonna be in South Carolina this weekend. So wish me luck. Not your kind of South Carolina, but I will be in South Carolina. So please don't pass that juju to me because I don't want it. Okay? Because
No.
the way that I've been wanting to bust the TV. I will bust an ass, and I don't think I need to be in jail.
I mean, how many times did I call you and I was just like, today was the day. Okay. Today was the day. I mean, you heard all of the fucking crazy stories. And I mean, it definitely, those people had me going. And I'm not an angry um, person. It takes a lot. It takes a lot to get me really fired up. And man, I was just fired up. I was ready to fight every day, any minute of the day, every single day. I lost
Yeah,
myself as a person there.
when you would call me, I was thinking like, dang, do we need to play Nuck If You Buck? I mean,
Oh,
at
that was the wake up. So I literally, that was my alarm clock, you know? That was my
like,
alarm
dang,
clock.
you know, what's getting ready to happen? But I be like, when you call, I'm like, are we riding at dawn or what? Okay, are we getting on
Hmm.
our broomsticks or what? Are we riding at
We
dawn for
are.
real?
We are. Yes. All of the above.
but
Yeah.
um, but yeah. So thank you for sharing your crazy story with us about your move. I'm glad you guys have made it back. You're not going back. We're not going to pass any of that South Carolina juju off
We
on
will
me.
not. No. No.
But I think we've reached a good point for the podcast tonight. And I don't know where we're going to bring the people next. So if you guys have any ideas on what you want to talk about, we can get really deep or we can have fun little stories like this.
Fun.
So, these are fun little stories. What was I thinking about? Like the Chronicles or something like that. Like true crime stories. Now, this is like crazy shit
True
stories.
shit. Yeah. True shit chronicles. Yeah. I'm
But
telling you, we just need a camera on me on a daily basis. The shit that goes on in my life, we just need a camera.
yeah, you do need a camera. I'm not gonna
Mm.
lie. I've got some pretty crazy stuff too, but like compared to yours, I just be like, damn, I ain't really got nothing to like. You got something you want to talk about? Nah, because it really don't compare to the shit that you went through. So you know, I mean, my crazy stuff isn't anything. I mean, I almost died in the gym last night, but I mean, everybody almost dies in the gym. I think if you're out in there working out, I think everybody almost dies. So, that's
Oh
my
yeah.
crazy shit. I don't really have
Yeah.
much, or my kids, but who wants to just talk about them all the damn time? Um, but yeah, but anyways, I'm not sure we'll bring you guys, but let us know in the comments if you have anything that you'd like us to talk about. But unless you have anything else to say, do you have anything else, Tiff?
I'm good.
All right. Well, then that's going to be it for tonight. Thank you guys for listening, and we'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for hanging out with us on Moms That Cuss. If you laughed, related, or felt seen, go ahead and subscribe, share, or send this to another mom who needs the real stuff. Until next time, keep the chaos, the kids, and the clapbacks rolling.